name's Jess Leck. I am an ecologist with a master's in conservation biology. I've spent the better part of 10 years of my life studying the ecosystems in which we exist and our relationship with them, both on a local New South Wales scale and on a global scale. So we've heard a lot about the climate crisis that we face. What we haven't heard so much about is the secondary crisis that we face as a human race, and that is the ecological crisis. Now, whilst many of us understand that they are actually one and the same, and that you cannot have one without the other, it's important that we discuss them separately because their implications will be vastly different on both a time and a locational scale. As human beings, we have managed to achieve what no other species on Earth has done. We have created our own geological era. We call it the Anthropocene. And it is termed that way because we as a species are shaping the world around us in a way that no single species has ever done before. That Anthropocene comes with a lot of really great things like technology and globalization, but the consequences of such aren't quite as great. We are facing the 6th mass extinction in geological history, seeing extinction rates of up to 1,000 times greater than any other time in history. Along with that, we're seeing deforestation of our ancient forests, we're seeing the degradation and loss of our topsoil, we're seeing coastal erosion and ocean acidification. Now, whilst those of us who can appreciate the intrinsic value of these ecosystems understand how sad that is in itself, if you can't appreciate the intrinsic value, maybe you can appreciate the value of the ecosystem services that they provide us. Human beings are biological beings. Every single one of our needs is met by a functioning ecosystem. The water that we drink, the food that we eat, the shelter that we require, and the air that we breathe are only provided to us by functioning, healthy, resilient ecosystems. Now, human beings throughout the history of time have always tried to over-engineer these things. We have tried to find other sources of these resources that we require for survival, but we have yet to find a way of doing it that is as energy and cost efficient as nature can provide for us. And now we are doing a fantastic job of destroying them. New South Wales and Queensland were recently ranked in the top 5% of deforestation and soil degradation rates globally. This was done so in WWF Living Planet report released last year, in which we were placed in the top tier of deforestation rates alongside places like the Congo Basin, the Borneo rainforest, and up until about 3 weeks ago, the Amazon rainforest. Now, how are we doing that? Well, the WWF Living Planet report says that we're doing it by the expansion of livestock grazing and unsustainable logging. How have we gotten there in a legislation point of view? New South Wales government watered down our vegetation clearing laws in 2017 to provide a higher level of self-regulation to landowners, and in the following year they rezoned our state forests to increase the accessibility of loggers into our state forests. Areas including Taree to Grafton being identified as a high intensity area. The combination of these two legislation changes has resulted in deforestation rates in New South Wales doubling since 2014 as an annual average. These are the results of landowners and governments valuing our secondary needs of money and resources above that of our primary needs of water, food, clean air. It's time that we restructure this thinking and prioritise our fundamental needs as biological beings so that we can offer some level of intergenerational equity to the next generation. And I promise you that the cost of action now will peril in comparison to the cost of no action in the future. I understand that what I'm asking for is a lot. We're asking for complete restructuring of our agricultural systems that will require not only huge capital input into infrastructure, but also into educating landowners. I'm also asking for yield sacrifice from landowners and farmers, because huge swathes of land need to be given back to nature for them to be able to be resilient enough to support the ever-growing population that we continue to create. I understand that I'm asking for a lot, but I promise you that what you do not pay for today, you will pay for in 2050. And I building behind me won't make these decisions for their grandchildren, please hand over to somebody who will. Time for the debate and the conversations is over. The time now is for urgent action and decisions to be made. So I'm asking you to trust the leading scientists of today. Trust them in the same way that you would trust an engineer who tells you it costs more to make a bridge safe, or the same way you would trust an economist to tell you that there is financial crisis pending. We are the leading minds of this generation in the world, and we are asking you to trust us when we tell you that we have researched something and we know it to be true. The same way that I'm expected to trust the people in the building behind me to do their job and make decisions and lead this community into safety, I'm asking them to trust the scientists in what we know to be true.